Hello, gentlemen and the unemployed. In today's video, I'll show which American premium tanks are good and which are bad, not including marketplace tanks. First tank is the M2A4, First Armed Division. This tank is only 250 GE, and it's like a normal M2A4, but basically with a cool skin. You can also get this premium for free if it's your first time playing War Thunder and you pick America. Overall, rating 8 out of 10 because of good speed and good gun. The next one is the M3A1, and it's like a normal M2A4. But it's a premium, and it has another cool skin. And you can get this if you buy the America Starter Pack. Overall, rating 7/10 because it cost real money. Next one is the Grant 1, and it's like a M3LE, but British. The Grant 1 has good armor and a good gun, but has rather slow speed. Overall, rating 9 out of 10 because it's great for grinding low tier. Next is the M4A5, and it has very trolly armor and good guns. Only drawback is that it's at 3.7, so it can get up-tiered easily. Overall, rating 9 out of 10 because it's fun to play. Next is the T14. And the T14 does it all. Want good armor? T14 has it. Want good guns? The T14 has it. And surprisingly, the T14 has decent speed. But sadly, the only drawback is that if it gets up-tiered, it fights Panthers and IS-1s. Next is the Calliope. And this thing is straight up sad because it is a normal Sherman but has 60 M8 rockets. And it also costs 9,140 GE, which if you convert that to real money, it's $50. And its rockets are hard to aim, and it gives away your position because it's so tall. Overall rating 6 out of 10 because it's expensive and kind of bad. Next is the M4A2E3 Cobra King, and it's like a normal jumbo. But again, it has a cool skin. Rating 7/10 because its playstyle is a little hard for new players. Next is the M18 Black Cat. And this is similar to the M18 in the tech tree, but it has a different design. And the M18 has great speed, which is good for flanking, and it has a good gun. Only drawback is that its armor is as effective as a wet paper towel. Overall rating 9 out of 10 because it's super fun. Next is the Hellcat Hell. And this is the same as the normal M18 Hellcat, but it has one 7.62mm machine gun. And it also has some add-on armor, which can help protect from 50 cals and 20mm guns. You can also get this from the new American Premium Pack, which gives 2 more vehicles. And this is the Sherman, Hell, and this is also in the new American Pack. And this is a normal Sherman 76, but with some add-on armor, which can also help tank some rounds. And this is the Skink Hell, and it's a British anti-air, but in the American tech tree, and the only thing that makes it different is that it has some useless add-on armor. And the add-on armor is basically adding paper to glass. But overall, pack rating 9 out of 10 because it has some good vehicles and is relatively cheap. Next is the legendary T28, which is a knockoff turtle. This thing is slow and chunky, and the only thing that makes it good is that it has insane armor and gun all at 6.3. And its only weak point is its 2 cupolas, but all you have to do is wiggle the tank, and you're basically invincible. But overall, it's a 7.5 out of 10, because it's kinda expensive and it's slow. Next is the Super Hellcat, which all it is a M36 turret slapped onto a M18 chassis. And because of the different turret is that is slightly slower, but it has a better gun. Overall, rating is 8.5 out of 10 because it has a little worse mobility, which can ruin the fun for those who like to go fast. Next is the T20, and this thing is goated. The reason why it's goated is because it has great speed and a good gun, and it also has good survivability. And I would recommend trying to flank with this because of its speed. Overall, rating 10 out of 10. Next is the M26 T99, and just like the Calliope, this thing is like a normal M26, but with 44 M8 rockets. And a drawback that's different to the Calliope is that the rockets are basically an ammo rack, so if you get shot there, you can get damaged badly. Overall rating 8 out of 10 because it's still a M26. Next is the M46 Tiger, and again, it's a normal M46 but with a cool skin. But besides that, it has a good gun and decent speed for its BR. Only drawback is that its armor isn't the best at its BR. Overall rating 8.5 out of 10. Next is the T29, and this may look like a normal T34. And that's cause it kinda is. But the only different thing is it has a faster reload, faster speed, and faster turret rotation. So this thing is just a fancier T-34, so if you love the T-34, I'd recommend this tank. Overall rating 9.5 out of 10. And next is the T-54E1. And this thing has decent speed and a decent gun, but the thing that makes it great is that it has a 5-second autoloader. Overall rating 8.5 out of 10. Next is the T-54E2, and this thing has some great armor at its BR. But this thing may not be fancy and cool like its autoloader variant, but it gets the job done. Because it has a decent gun and decent speed, so overall it's just decent at everything. Overall rating 8 out of 10 because of no autoloader. Next is the T-114, and this is basically a modern M18 Hellcat. The things that make it similar to the M18 is that it has great speed and a good gun. And the only drawback is that the T-114 usually dies to a sneeze or a fart. Overall rating, 8.5 out of 10. Next is the M1 KVT, and it is just a normal early Abrams variant, but with some era on the turret cheeks. The thing that makes this thing mostly bad is that it's expensive, and if it gets up-tired, it has to fight more modern ATGM. And there are other good premiums for relatively the same price, like the M1A1 Clickbait. Overall rating 7 out of 10 because it's expensive. And this is the M1128 Wolfpack, and just like the T-114, it's basically a modern M18. And again, this has good speed, a good gun, and dies to a fart. The only thing that makes it better is that it has an autoloader of 7.5 seconds. Overall rating 10 out of 10 because it's extremely fun at top tier. Next is every wallet warrior's dream. The American M1A1 Clickbait. And this is just a normal Abrams, but it has one thing that makes it worth buying. And is that it has a legendary plastic lawn chair on the roof. But all jokes aside, this thing is kind of mid because it has some bad armor on the chassis. But other than that, everything else is decent. Overall rating 7 out of 10 because it's expensive and mid. This is the final tank, and it's the RDF LT, and it is basically a American 2S38. And this tank has a 0.9 second autoloader, and it has great penetration. Only drawback is that its armor is rather poor. Other than that, this tank is great for grinding America. Overall final rating 10 out of 10, because it's really fun for grinding America ground. If this video helped you, like and subscribe, and also, if this video gets 1K views, I can finally get the partnership with Gaijin. And this will also turn into a series.